All right, I'm back. Hello, anyone hear me? Anyone see me? Let me know if you can hear or see me. Okay, maybe not. Can y'all see me and hear me? Can you see you or hear you? Can't see you or hear you, I swear. Okay, hang on. I'm losing everybody here. Hang on. All right. Okay, we're back. He speaks. Okay, cool. You can see me again. All right, bonus. Bonus. Here we go. Okay, cool, cool. So let me just do this. Pop out the chat. Shut that down. Put it back to what it was. That's what I want. Move that, move that. Okay, cool. All right. I'm assuming you all can hear me and see me. Wave and see if we still got tracers. I think right now the video. So what I did is I dropped the resolution a lot. So by dropping the resolution, you can see and hear. Okay, beautiful. So I dropped the resolution. Hey, there's Dave. Hey, buddy. And Wannabe Guitar God, how are you? Headstock Hiram, welcome. Merrill J. Hey, hey, from PA. How are you, man? Looks good and sounds good. Thanks, buddy. All right, so getting back to what I was saying. So I'm going to play the Les Pauls. Let me know which one you think sounds the best. So this one here You're going to know which ones they are anyway, because you're going to see me put them on and take them off, but that's okay. But I'll play a little bit on each one of them. I'll try to play similar kind of stuff, and I'll use the same sound, and I'm going to use just the bridge pickup, and let me know which one you guys think sound the best, because I know which one I think sounds the best, and I want to see if it's just if I'm crazy or if there's something to it. So I don't know, what should I play here so I can play the same thing on all 4 guitars. Let's try. All right, that's one. I'm out of tune. Still out of tune. What the hell's going on here? Yeah, I tuned up, Brian. I should have tuned up before I started. But anyway, so that's the guitar number 2. So between this one, which is in tune, so that between that one, this one sounds better, right? Okay, so far Blacky's in the lead. Okay, so let me grab another one, and then I'll pit it against Blackie. Blackie lacks the clarity of the snot inlays. Hey, Dry Heat, how are you? Just reading these. Gets a little muddy in the mids. Gold sounded better. You like the Shep tones better? 3. P90s all over that. The mids are clear and present, not like Blackie. So different. Okay. So yeah, this is the P90. Oh, I'm out of tune. You know, clean, it's a whole different story though, eh? Actually, I like the P90 the best so far. Some of these are tuned to standard and some are tuned to E flat, so I'm trying to get them all in the same tuning so the tuning isn't a factor. That's why I'm messing around with the tuning. Joe Hervey likes this one. That sounds better than Blocky. The mids are clear and no definition is better. I have a $5 free super chat and can't give it to Hack. What the hell, YouTube? I don't know. I don't know. So Dave likes the Shep tones the best, and he's listening to it on studio headphones. Hey, Lars Guitars, how are you? Asking for best sound isn't comparing. Number 3 for me. P90, whatever it takes. 9091. P90. I'm just comparing the best sound of Les Paul. I'm not comparing pickups, Dave. I just want to know out of the 4 Les Pauls which one you think sounds better. So, by all accounts, Blackie isn't the best sounding one. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the super chats. Hang on a second here, Dale. Let me see if I can figure this out. Let me get on the YouTubes here. Let's try a new window. Okay, just bear with me here. Okay. New channel. Yada yada. Okay, live streaming. Maybe something funky went on here. I don't know why. It should be working. I don't know why it's not working. I appreciate you thinking of it anyways. So Lars Guitar, no, what I'm doing, you're just hearing the amp through this little speaker right here. Oh, it does work. There. Thank you so much, Gary Holt. Appreciate it, buddy. No, you're hearing it just through this. So I had the amp plugged in direct, and then everybody was saying that I get too much hiss. It would probably be a much better comparison if I played all three of the all the guitars through the interface, and then you would hear them really, because you're really relying on this mic for the differences. So I like the one you were playing when the stream came back on. I think that was the second one. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn off the vocal mic. So that way all you're going to be hearing is the guitar straight in. So I'm going to plug that back in. Yeah, it's going to be a little hissy, but just bear with me. No, there's no ground lift switch. No. Yeah, that's what it's picking up. It's amplifying that imbalance. But no, I don't have that switch on there, Phil. Let me get these things tuned up real good. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just bang off a couple chords in each one of them, and then if you guys can let me know which one you think sounds best. So let me just turn off the volume here so it's not so irritating, and let me just get these tuned up. They're all going to be in E flat, if that makes a difference. Okay, and I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them back to back as quickly as I can. I won't be tuning in between because I'm going to tune them all now, and we'll see what we get. Okay, so right now this one's in tune. Okay, so I'm going to shut off the vocal mic and I'm going to go straight in. You're going to hear a little bit of hiss though, okay? All right, hang on. Okay, I just played them all 4 back to back. Okay, let me get caught up here. Hiss is fine. Okay, sounds bad hiss. Okay, so I did have the hiss. Playing through my line 6. Ricky Compton, how's it going? Same old. I'm not running through my pedal board. I'm going straight into the amp. Hey Janice, how are you? There's the clarity and definition. It's Ricky. It's when I hook up in my interface through my line out on my amp that I get the hiss. And I've tried using a balanced pair, which is a speaker cable, and a bonded pair, which is the instrument cable, and I get a hiss with both. So, hey James Severn, how are you? Blackie gets muddy in the mids, Shep tones all day long. Hey Brad Miller, how are you? The last guitar sounded best. The last guitar was Blackie. I like the first one. Wow. So, number 3, clear and powerful. Okay. All right. So it sounds to me like it's a toss between the Snot Green and the P90 guitar. All right. I prefer the Shep tones of clarity and the definition. Number 3. Talk to Lewis. He can get you sounds right. Get my sounds right. Yeah. You like the Snot Green? Okay. All right. Get some burst but you can't get burst buggers from the custom shop. Although I might know someone who has taken out some custom buggers out of a custom. I think I might know someone. Anyways, opinions are like a-holes. Exactly, Pete. Last and first. Okay. All right. Yeah, so there's got half the people liking Blackie and half the people preferring the other one. So, but you know what? It's cool, man. It's cool. That I was those are custom buggers. That's why these are cool. Everybody's got different ears and they hear things differently. Because the other day when I ran all 4 guitars through the amp, keep in mind I wasn't playing with any dirt. I was playing clean. And I know I'm playing like shit. I mean, ignore the playing. I'm just like banging out chords just to try to get overtones. But I'll trade burst buckers for 57. You know what, Todd Flowers? It's funny you say that, man. I did the last 2 gigs I did with my SG with the 57s, and it was glorious. They're glorious pickups. None of that, what do they call that? The 57 plus, man, and then they overwind it and they put it in the bridge, and that just kills the set. You got to have regular 57s, nothing overwound, and they sound great. Music Therapy Laz likes the first and third. So it sounds to me like the Snot Green one is kind of the winner. Another thing was I got a show on Friday, and I got a show on Friday night, and I was debating which guitar to take. Because I have done the last 2. I've done the last 2 shows with the SG, and I wanted to try. Don't get me wrong. I love the SG, and the SG it plays so well, and it feels so good, and it just does everything I want. But it's not a Les Paul. I like that. I like the meat. You know what I mean? I like the feel of the guitar, like something. you know, it's like playing a pancake when you're playing an SG. You know, like as great as they are and as great as they sound, they're not Les Pauls. So I really was gonna try to take one of the Les Pauls, and I was actually thinking about taking Blackie, but seeing as everyone is really digging the sound of these are Sheptone pickups in here, by the way. I've talked about them a bunch of times, and I'll probably end up taking this one thanks to you folks. So if you guys like the sound of this one, I'll take this one. And the only reason and some of you like the P90, but I won't take the P90 only because the P90 is like it's a pretty new guitar and it's like flawless. And it costs a lot more than this one. I bought this one used, and I paid a lot less for this one than I paid for the classic with the P90. So that's why I'm taking this one. And yeah, so okay, you guys decided it. This is the guitar that's going to Old Village Free House in lovely downtown Newmarket. So if you're in the vicinity, come check out the band. We're going to be playing there Friday night. Okay. First and third for me. It's crazy hack. I didn't remember you ever having a hiss. It's a new thing, Ricky. It's because I got the new amp, and with the new amp, I have a line out that I can go direct into my interface. And when I do that, there's a fair bit of hiss in the background. As long as I'm banging away, you can't really hear it. But as soon as I stop, it picks up. You do you, man. Yeah, I will. Thanks, Edwin. For sure, man. P90s in the snot. Yeah. You like the P90s in the snot, Dave. Cool. Lars Guitar. Hey, congratulations, buddy. Folks, Lars Guitar got a 2019 SG Modern Saturday. Okay, Lars. So I got a question for you. Did that come with 61s in it? I believe they're the 61 pickups in that guitar. Let me know if they're the 61s. Brad Miller, you know, Guitar Hack. Changed my mind that guitar is no good. You should sell it to me. You know what, Brad? If I sold you a guitar, just the friggin', just the postage, sending it to you, the shipping would probably cost as much as the guitar. I'm thinking about some throwback a hack. Okay, Ricky. Throwback are supposed to be good. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, sorry, man. Hey, there's Mayhem. Hey, buddy. Love my burst buckers. Love the 61s. Oh, 61s in your SG. Yeah, 61s are good. It's a badass guitar. Thanks, Ron. This is an old, and apparently, Rick Beato has this same guitar. This is the 2005 Les Paul Classic. And I call it the snot guitar because it's got the greeny. You can see that the inlays are kind of, they call it snot colored because they're kind of green colored. But these came out in the early 2000s, and Rick Beato has the same guitar, but his is black. So he's got the black Classic, and I've got this. I guess is a like a plain top Honeyburst, and the reason I bought it is because it's got that sort of Jimmy Page. This is the closest I'll probably ever come to a Lemon Burst. That's why I bought it. Right? Plus it had the Sheptone pickups, and the Sheptone pickups are like, these are the Heartbreakers, so they're supposed to be the Jimmy Page sound. So I'm just going down here. Hey, Crowbar, how are you, man? The Modern should be BB Pros. On an SG, Dave? I don't know. Lars Guitar. Burstbucker Pros. Oh, Burstbucker Pros. So those are really meaty pickups then, Lars. You knew it's... okay, so it's the... Okay, so Todd, yeah, you're thinking like me. The standards are... the newer standards are 61s, but he got the Modern. So the Modern is, I guess they put BB Pros in that. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard BB Pros in an SG. I don't know. I have BB Pros in Blackie. That's the only guitar that has Burstbucker Pros. I took BB Pros out of my other standard and I put Bushbucker 1s and 2s, and some of you really like the sound of that guitar too. So, you know, more than Blackie. So some of you like the BB1, BB2s. They're a little lower output than the BB Pros. Okay, Lars Guitar is digging it. Cool. New guitar day, man. Nothing better. When I'm not playing, turn the volume down. The volume is off right now. The 61s rock. Yeah, I know. The 61s are really good. I heard a set of 61s on... I heard a set of 61s on... actually, the... before... the 2019 Les Paul Classic, right? Before the relaunch, those 2019s classics, they had Zebra 61s on them, and they sounded really good. They were really good. I like them. A lot of bite, but good bite. Metal Hit Hippie. If I buy a Gibson, it will be a white SG Standard. Didn't you buy one, Metal Hit Hippie? I thought you had a white SG. I could have sworn I saw a video of you unboxing an SG. I don't know. Now you got me curious. Metalhead Hippie, let me know if you got... Because I'm pretty sure I saw you with a white SG. I have one too. It was the 1960 model. I have a gold top. Oh, it's an Epi. Oh, okay. Well, I'll swap the pickups on it, and you got yourself a Gibson, really. Hey, Bobby Lopez, how are you, man? All right, we got 8:20. Okay, I'm just watching the clock here. I don't want to run into Dave's time. So thanks for helping me with the guitar. I'll listen back to this and see how it sounds. Or how it sounded to you guys. I'll put on some headphones. Volume and toe knobs versus kicking a pedal. Oh, you're asking the question, Edwin Crane? I do everything with pedals. That's just me. I do everything with pedals. I have 3 dirt pedals for 3 different levels of gain. I don't work the volume at all. Everything on my guitar stays at 10. I just tone dance. Tap dance. Tone dance. I guess it is tone dancing, really, yeah. But yeah, I don't mess with the tone knobs at all. Yeah. All right, let me just do a quick okay, so it's working. All right. So thanks for helping me with that. And I never did an after gig hangout after the last show. I played a show on Saturday night. So let me tell you, Tone Oyster Dancing. Let me tell you some of the events that happened on Saturday. So we played I posted some stuff on my Facebook page and on my Instagram. I posted like some video of the bar inside. And I posted some photos of the lineup to get into the bar. This bar is like super popular. The lineups have nothing to do with the band. Actually, Absolute Mayhem is in here, and he's been to that bar, so he can testify. It's a crazy place, and yeah. So the lineups outside have nothing to do with the band. There's lineups there every weekend. And they have a DJ. I've talked about this place before. They have a DJ that blares music between sets and that. And anyways, it was the usual thing. You know, a lot of 20-year-olds getting hammered, broken beer bottles, all that sort of thing. And there hasn't been a time that I've played there yet that the night hasn't ended with like cops, like police, and people getting arrested or bouncers throwing people out. And it never, you know, it has yet to end without that happening. And so we had the usual thing. We had, you know, a couple people get on stage while we're playing, you know, and, you know, to dance up there. And then we had to, you know, and in between breaks, we had to keep an eye out because the DJ is also on the stage when we're off. And people are walking up to him and asking him to, play certain music, and you got to watch they don't knock over guitar, step on pedals, all that kind of thing. So it's one of those types of places. But the highlight, or the low light, if you want to call it that, was at the very end of the night. There was a guy in the bar that was really, really set on fighting one of the bouncers. Like, he just had to have a piece of this guy. And there was like three guys holding on to this guy, and he just would not back down, would not back down. He wanted to fight this bouncer, wanted to fight this bouncer, and there's all this commotion and stuff. And this is at the end of the night. Now, if you guys gig, you know that at the end of the night, you want nothing more than to get the hell out of there, get your money, and get home, right? Especially because I was like an hour and a bit out of town. So, we're trying to get out, and we're kind of waiting for this to sort of die down because we're trying to get through this to get outside to the cars and that. So anyway, the bouncers finally get this guy outside, and then we think, okay, it's done. But they didn't get him outside. They got him outside the front door. So now he's blocking the steps to get out. So we're waiting, kind of like, okay. So we go and check. All right. The guy, they managed to get this. The guy would not, how would I put it? He would not give up on his quest to fight the bouncer. He just would not. It was like, it had to happen. So they got the guy to the other side of the road, the other side of the street, right? So, we were able to get our gear out. And, anyway, so in the midst of getting the gear out, whatever, the drummer brings his car around, and he starts up again. He comes back across the street, and he's going at it again, and they're pushing him off again and pushing him off again. And let's put it this way. By the time I was leaving the bar, the commotion that was happening inside the bar ended up happening in the middle of the street. So I literally, when I was leaving, I had to drive around this guy who was still insisting on fighting the bouncer. Drive around him and get out of Dodge. I'm sure that ended up with cops at some point, but that's a typical night, right? In that bar. And the place we're playing on Friday is, we had a crazy lady up on stage with us who would not take no for an answer. So I'm hoping she's not going to show up again this Friday, but that was sort of the low light, if you will, of that gig. Apart from that, the gig went fine. The new amp sounded great. Only thing I'm going to do this on Friday is I'm going to put up on a stand so I can tilt it up a little bit so I can hear myself a little bit better. But the gear all worked fine. I didn't have any snafus or anything. SG sounded great, but there always has to be a story with every gig, and that was the story for that gig. And I'm pretty sure we're not back there again this year, and that's okay. But, these things happen. All right, let me get caught up here in the chat. Ricky Compton, the same pedals all the way, hack. Yeah, Ricky, I've never been one to work with tone and knobs, and I've never been that guy. The sausage was alive. Yeah, you could say that, Janice. I bounced a few times filling in for my brother. Only then did I realize the totality of idiots that hang out in bars. Yeah. And then, of course, there was, I don't know if they were girlfriends. There were some girls there that were kind of like in complete drama mode, screaming. One was crying, It was a complete shit show. But anyway. We're going to get snow Thursday, Friday. Ricky, we're getting snow tonight, man. We're getting snow tonight. They're talking about 3 centimeters. Well, what's that in inches? I don't know. Maybe about an inch. But it's supposed to all melt tomorrow. But yeah, right when I came in the house came in tonight, it was like already kind of like freezing rain turning to snow. Going down to 32. Yeah, we're going down to 0 tonight. Yeah. I would rather have it in silver instead of... Oh, right on, Metalhead Hippie. You're talking about the SG? Yeah, man. That's what ruins the white SG. They put gold hardware on it. Now, if they put silver hardware on it, it'd be way better looking guitar. Who is bigger, the dude or the bouncer? I think the dude was a little... Yeah, the bouncer was like a real young looking guy, right? And they kind of had to, when they got the guy outside, they told him like, stay inside, don't come out, because they didn't want him to provoke him or whatever. But yeah, yeah. And then he kept screaming, I'm a kickboxer, I'll kill him. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't have been a fair fight. Yeah, I appreciate that, Lars Guitars. Yeah, it's tough sometimes, to get out of there. Like, I don't want to get involved with any of that shit. I'm too old for that crap. I just want to do my gig and get out in one piece. Snow, Todd. Yeah, I know you don't see snow down in Florida, but we get it up here a lot. Uh, yeah, the S word. Yeah, another one. Yeah, yeah. Rub it in, guys. Rub it in. I won't get your weather until July of next year. If last year was any proof, I won't get your weather till July of next year. Yeah, yeah. Gold rules. Todd Flores likes the gold. Teach his own. You got the autumn shade one? Cool, cool. Hang on here, folks. Just bear with me a second here. Well, I got 46 of you guys in here. That's awesome. 46. An unannounced live stream. You guys rock. Since I have 46 of you in here, tomorrow, 8 p.m., PJ and the Beard. Yes. I was blanking on their name. They're going to be on tomorrow. Check them out. They'll be here. Got a great channel. If folks aren't subbed, make sure you sub. I'll actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I'll get some links together and stuff so I can throw them in while I have these guys on. Two super dudes. These guys are like, from what I've been watching of them, Brian Landreth is a big follower of theirs. He's in the chat. These guys are like super, super deep into pedals. I mean, I thought I was into pedals, but I'm not into pedals. Compared to these guys are like really into pedals, man. So, yeah. Yeah, I know. Hey, Bobby's rubbing it in. I'm like, shit on stock. And yeah, man. Yeah, Oh, my PRS. A couple folks were asking me about PRS. Yeah, pretty much, Krillber. Couple people were asking me about the PRS, so I haven't heard anything. Actually, I was gonna call today, and it's a little late now, but I'm gonna give them a call tomorrow and see what's going on. Even if I get the PRS before the weekend, because this is kind of a rough place I'm going again. That's why I wanted the beater. That's why I wanted the PRS. I know seeing PRS and beater in the same sentence sounds kind of weird, but keep in mind the PRS I'm getting is the standard. It's like the Indonesian made thing, right? But anyways, even if I get it, I won't use it at the gig. I gotta assimilate to the guitar first, and so I'm probably gonna take snot here, as per your guys' suggestion that it sounds great. So I'll probably take this one for the show. Don't forget Flipside Music Channel this weekend with Steve. Oh, I didn't even know about that. Steve from Boston and Lewis. They're going to be on Flipside. That's cool. Brad Miller. I'm a hoarder with pedals. Hey, Blackjack Guitar Nut. How are you, man? Guitarded Peeps. What's up? Yeah. Good old snot. Yeah, it's good enough for me, man. Yeah, so, and, I've really been putting off doing videos. I've only been doing live things. I haven't done any reviews. I will be doing, hopefully, in the next few days, maybe this weekend. There's already a lot of reviews of the amp that I bought. It's been out for a couple of years, but I'll do mine if anyone's interested. I think for the amount that they cost, I think that's the best tube amp going, best combo amp going for the money, to me. Hey, Dante, a.k.a. Old Man Dan, welcome, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Yeah, and why I say for the money, because any other amp comparable to that, and these are all offshore amps, right? Like offshore meaning, not British made or American made. Anything comparable to that is over $1,000 Canadian, and that thing was 850, and I think it blows away any of the competition. Like the Trainer, what was in the league with that would have been the Trainer, would have been the like a Hot Rod Deluxe would have been in that category. What else? The oh shit, what's that other Fender one they make? Bass Breaker. They had a 30 watt, which was way more money than that. So, I think for the money, that's the best amp going, right? And forget Vox. Vox is way more money. So, yeah, it's the best value. Not necessarily. I mean, everybody's personal preference. You might like the sound of some of the other amps better, which is fine. But I'm saying, like, at least in Canada, anything comparable to that, that was the best bargain. The most bang for your buck, let's say, was that amp. I got 8 watt pedals now. My wife don't like it, but oh well. Wannabe guitar guide. I got a new Marshall DSL 40 CR. I'll do a video of it. I know I've been doing a video, but I'll really try to do a video. I just haven't been too energetic these days, let's say. But I'll try to get one done, and try to keep it. I don't like long videos, so I'll try to keep it as tight as possible. Try to give you as many sounds, and I'll demo it. I'll probably use like a Les Paul, so you can hear what it sounds like with a humbucker, and I'll probably use a Strat so you can hear with a single coil, because even the single coils through that sound good. So, but I'll do all that. I'll do all that and get that out as soon as I can, and then I don't know if I don't know if let me know if you guys want to see a review of the 87, the Lawrence Petros, the LPD 87 pedal. And the reason I ask is I put a lot into some of those pedal videos, and they get like my least amount of views. So, like I'll spend a good, afternoon shooting a video and editing it and trying to make it look good and professional and all that, and I'll end up with like a quarter of the views I get on anything else, basically, even a live stream. So let me know if you guys are interested. If you're interested, I'll do it. I will do an LPD demo on the 87. I mean, there are other ones already out there with way better players like RJ and so on, but let me know if you folks are interested in that, and if not, then maybe I just won't bother. I'll just do the amp, because I think the amp is a little more I think the amp is probably a little more useful to people. Marshall all the way, Hack. Yeah, I'm a Marshall guy too. Yeah. Ricky Colley's telling me. Okay, you guys are talking about your collection of wah pedals. I've only got the one wah. I've only ever owned one type of wah. It's always been the oh god, the Crybaby, right? The Dunlop Crybaby. Now I've got the mini Crybaby, which is great, man. It's beautiful. It's small. Fits on my board. I not have any issues with it at all. Bobby, every channel does way too many pedal demos, my opinion. All right, cheers, Blackjack Guitar Nut. Thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate it. Go with the flow. Yeah, Dunlop Mini Wah. That's what I've got. The Mini Crybaby. Yeah, that's what I have, Metalhead Hippie. It's really cool. There's dip switches in it that you can. Hey, Soda's here. I think Soda should change your name again to Metal Soda. Not only does it sound funny, but it also suits you better. Yeah. Soda's, guys, if you're not sub to Soda, man, Soda's putting out a riff a week, and they're friggin' monster. It's a great player, man. Check him out. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm going to show that. Sean's saying hello to everyone, and for some reason it got blocked. There you go. Yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, I haven't really played a lot with other wah pedals. I've only ever used those ones. But like, oh, I know what you're saying. There's dip switches in there that you can change the EQ of it a little bit. I've never even touched them. I just like the way it came. So you know, Vox wah. Yeah, the Vox wahs. I've seen them. I've never had one. And the other brand I see a lot too is the Morley. The Morley wahs. Remember when I used to, in my younger days, folks would carry around those big Morley wahs. They'd get to have the big Morley, and I'd have the original Crybaby. Actually, I got a funny story about that. When I bought my first Crybaby wah, I bought that at the Guitar Center in downtown LA, where they have the Rock Walk, where they have all the musicians, like their handprints, and there was like, I remember Kiss was there and some other bands, and they had like their handprints. And this would have been back in the early 90s. And I went in there, and they had just like these things just on top of a counter, just all stacked. And I grabbed one and plugged it in and started playing it. And I go, man, there's because back then I was a Strat guy and playing like a lot, trying to play Stevie Ray and stuff like that. And I was in a Hendrix more than I am now and stuff. And I thought, well, there's that sound, right? So I bought it there, and actually I was down in LA for a gig. That was my first out of the country gig and my last. I got to go there and play a gig. So yeah, yeah. All right, it's 8:39 here, folks. Check out. So I'll do my speech. We got a great community here, folks. Let's all support each other. Let's keep the community growing and keep it positive. I want to thank you guys again for, hey man, I'm still over 1,000, so kudos to you guys for not bailing on me. Help me stay up there. Appreciate that. And hey, there's Four Walls Music. Yeah, Hackaroony. How's it going, man? Um, and yeah, appreciate that. Let's all support each other. Keep it positive, and don't when I shut this off, guys, hang out, watch the Live Wires. The Live Wire show is going to be on in about 20 minutes. Our good friend Dave R is going to be there, and Brian S is going to be there, and Alex Radford, if he's still in here, he's going to be the guest. So support the community, check out those guys, and yeah, man. And I will catch you all tomorrow at 8 o'clock with PJ and the Beard. Check out that show. And I'll have some links up for those guys. You should check out their channel too. Their channel's very, very cool. All right. Okay. Thanks. Thank you all for putting up with me and having the patience to see. Look, my video test worked. See, I'm not freezing anymore. So I just had to drop the resolution. So I want to thank you guys for putting up with me fooling around with my settings and listening, having the patience while I tune the guitars to give them all a listen and and let me know that you liked the snot guitar. So that's very, very cool. All right. Okay, guys, check out the Live Wires in about 20 minutes. I will catch you folks all tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, with PJ and the Beard. All right. Have a great night, folks.